I think on Tuesday, I woke up in the morning to find her bag sitting in front of my door with her clothes and everything inside. That was around 12:20 thereabout. In about an hour time, that is around 1:10, I had a text message from those people saying that they couldn't even locate my house. The message also said that her things are inside there, and as at that time they said they have left her naked on the streets. They are not with her at that moment. Confidently said that they have left her on the street naked.
Which streets? Where?
We can't tell.
They didn't say.
They didn't say it. And they again said that I'm lucky, and then I wouldn't be lucky another time because they were just about setting my car on fire, but somebody, showed up there, and then they couldn't embark on that.
So what were the items in the bag?
Yeah, the items, I took the bag to the police station, and then every item in the bag was even recorded. So I was surprised when I got this call and she was there. I was like, and then she said, why have I? And she was like, come for me. I was like, okay, why have you abandoned me? I was like, I have not abandoned you, but as it stands now, I don't know where you are. So tell me where you are. And she kept saying that I should come for her. I shouldn't let her kill her wherever. I had a call from these supposed kidnappers or abductors
on the Tigo line.
From their Tigo line, saying that they are ready to release her, and then they asked me where they should release her because as it stands, she's not mentally stable, and if they leave her anywhere, she might get lost. So I answered and I told them, and then they said, okay, that is it. I told them that they should drop her at their own house, and then they responded, okay. Those who know me started calling. I actually didn't even get it. Till it got to a point I realized that the supposed abductors, put behind one of the pictures that for more pictures, contact, and then it is my 2 numbers that was posted there.
And that is how come in the realms of public opinion, people have actually charged you and put you in the...
So I think the reason why people are really dragging my name into this and then seeing me as a prime suspect is that the person was in a Barcelona shirt, and then I am also in a Barcelona shirt with a muffler.
Do you think that is a mere coincidence, or it was actually staged, planned, rehearsed, and put across?
Nobody can convince me that it's a mere coincidence. I would never be convinced that it's a mere coincidence. It is a stage something.
You mean your involvement, the link to you is a stage something?
That is exactly what I'm thinking. I am thinking that this is really a calculated something to get my name down the drain. And then as it stands now, aside that picture, I think I have that picture boldly, me alone, I think, circulating, across the social media, that I'm the prime, suspect. Some are not even saying suspect. Some are even saying that, finally, you
are the barbaric beast
exactly,
of all time.
You understand? And
have you been to the hospital to see her?
Instructions from the police is that I shouldn't get myself involved in any way.
Are you scared? Are you worried? Obviously you are worried. Are you afraid for your life too? Since these abductors know your house, they know your car.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I'm worried because reputation is very hard to build, very difficult to build, but it's easy to destroy.
Okay. So, in your wildest imagination, why do you have any inclination why anybody would do this and creatively link you to this? What are the conspiracy theories that are going on through your mind? Are there friends who are jealous of you and the lady in question? What is going on in your mind now?
I don't have any beef with anybody. I have not wronged anybody. I have not, caused problem for anybody. So the whole thing baffles me. I can't tell.
Don't you find it an interesting coincidence that one person can be abducted 5 times?
That's what I'm saying.
It makes people think that this one could be another planned
exactly.
something. What do you think?
For now, actually, like I said, I told you earlier on, if you am to start the whole story and then to follow it chronologically, I'm sure it would take us maybe a very lengthy time. If I'm to walk you through how the previous kidnapped took place, you would be marveled. You would have your doubt about this whole kidnap thing. Because trust me seriously, as at now I'm sitting here, I really have my doubt about this whole kidnap thing. Let me give you just one example.
Go ahead.
The last one, the penultimate one, I think it happened when she called me and then said that she's traveling. I got back to the office and just for my friend to tell me that she has sent her a text message that her phones are going off, and she has given her a text message of her friend she's going to visit. That friend, I also have her number. So I think in about 2 hours, so as at that time, then she's made us believe that she's on the bus to Accra now. And then I also got a text message from the kidnappers that
no, at this point there's not been any kidnapping. She's traveling.
Yes, she's traveling, but they have been kidnapping her for some time now. So I'm right to call them.
Oh, so it was the same number that appeared in this particular one is the one that came.
One interesting thing is that after each and every kidnap, they switch to a different number.
But it's the same people. You think it's the same people?
Yes, for that one I can confidently. And then she also even said that because she narrated a story to another person. You understand? And then she said that it is the same people.
Yeah. So you got a message from the kidnappers saying what?
Saying they are sitting 2 seats back. The lady we're talking about here.
In a bus.
In the U-turn bus.
Heading for Accra.
And then surprisingly, by then she has already made us aware that her phones are off. So we tried calling and her phones truly, they were off. And then later in the evening, around 7 o'clock, we got a text message from these people that they have kidnapped her. We don't know how in a U-turn bus they kidnapped her. And then in Accra, when she came, I didn't even bother myself asking how she was kidnapped. But I think my colleague found out. And then she said the response she gave to him was that they gave her a lift. So I don't know how they could also place, if it happens to be an arranged lift, I don't know how they could place a car at the point where she is going to really alight for them to actually pick her up.
Did they make any demands on you to pay something?
All of these kidnaps. So I'm surprised when I even saw on some of the media that they are demanding a ransom and then all of that. I'm thinking maybe they have never demanded anything. That's what I'm saying, that I don't want to.
So after she came back from wherever she went.
Let me tell you how she even came back. They called me, I was in Takrady. And then by then she was actually going to visit a friend. So they called and said that they are ready to release her and we should come for her in Accra. We got to Accra and then they said, we called and we were like, do we know Pamprum? And then we said like, yeah. My colleague was like, yeah, we know Pamprum. Yeah, so when you get to Pamprum, you give us a call. By then we were already close to Kaneshi. In less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the phone rang, and then this time around, it wasn't the abductors. It happens to be the lady herself. And she said, yeah, so we asked her, so where have you been left? And surprisingly, if you are you know Accra very well, where the Ford, Kaneshi, there is this overhead. Yeah. That was where the kidnappers left her. This is unbelievable. If a kidnapper could kidnap you and then would really ensure your safety all the time, after kidnapping you, would want to make sure they leave you in safe hands.
So you didn't get to Pamprum or whatever?
We didn't even get to, so we just stopped there and we used the overhead, and then surprisingly we got there.
And she was safe and sound?
She was safe and
well dressed?
And then she had this nika. She was wearing a nika, and in all of that she claimed that she was raped, and then like so she was sitting there, and then I was like, so in all of this I do ask myself, like, so if a kidnapper could take you to that place, and you know how crowded the place is, and you couldn't even scream, make any noise, like, and then
so did you ask her these questions when you picked her up in the car?
When you ask her, she becomes furious. When you ask her, she becomes, because they are...
Oh, like you're worrying me for being kidnapped.
When you ask her, she becomes furious. And then at another time, there was another time she was kidnapped, and then the kidnappers also went to dump her in a guest house.